to help older Pennsylvanians.
Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and our interview segment presented by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Right now on the phone with us, we have Diann Overman, who with the Department of Human Services for Indiana County. She is their Veteran Outreach Coordinator. Diann, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And in studio with us is Indiana County District Attorney Robert Manzi. Robert, good to see you again.
Morning, Josh. How are you?
Doing fine. And today we are gathered to talk about things going on with Veterans Providers Group and things going on with Veterans Court. So I'll open it up to either one of you. Maybe you can talk to us about how Veterans Court got started in Indiana County. Who wants to take that one?
I can take that one. So when Judge Michael T. Clark was elected back in 2017, one of the services he wanted to provide through the court system was a veterans court. So once he was sworn in as a judge, he began to work with all the partners in the criminal justice system in Indiana County, and Judge Martin and Judge Bianco. And together they were able to go through the lengthy process of finding the Veterans Treatment Court, starting it. It started in 2019, and since 2019, we have had 6 graduates of the program. Right now, we have a full group currently in the program at various ranges through their treatment, and we're always looking for more mentors in the program to help the defendants that are going through there.
Diann, maybe you can tell us a little bit about how this is very beneficial to veterans who, as Mr. Manzi said, may be getting into, maybe going down the wrong path.
Yeah, so good morning to you too, Bob. But the link between the Veteran Providers Group and the Veterans Court is really an important thing for the veteran that's going through the court system. The Veteran Providers Group, or what we call the VPG, is a group of providers that help veterans in terms of housing, medical, employment, education. So we have all those services on that side. So when someone is going through that court system and they're trying to move on or make decisions or need supportive services, the district attorney can come right to our group. He is a member of our group, comes to our monthly meetings, and we can find those services quickly and just put it out to the group and say, this is a veteran that might need something. And instantly we'll have, several people say, hey, I can reach up, or I have that, resource or whatever. So I think it's a really important bridge to getting that person to, be back in society and be productive and have the supportive services that they need.
One of the terms that I hear talked about when it comes to people who are going through addiction problems or things like that is the term a warm handoff. So I think both of you will agree with this, that this is a great thing, not only to have this program, this Veterans Court program, but it's also a warm handoff as well to the people who can provide the services through the Veterans Providers Group.
Absolutely. And we have about 75 partners now in the VPG. We've been working with Indiana County for about 5 years. So we've really grown. We're really a close-knit and a very, a very active group. We meet monthly we're doing Zoom currently, but we were meeting at the Career Link. And those partners come together. We talk about issues with veterans that each of them are working with and try to find those resources to reach out to our veterans, not only just here in Indiana County, but surrounding counties too, because many of our partners are work with all of Western Pennsylvania. So, they have a large outreach area. Mm-hmm. We are fortunate in this county that we have our homeless shelter, the Parsonage, and we also have the community garden. So we do have housing that we can offer our veterans, and we also have quite a few of the vouchers, our HUD-VASH vouchers through the Housing Authority that are earmarked just for veterans. So we have a lot of supportive services in our county. So we really encourage veterans, when they need something, to reach out to, the Human Services Department, to anybody. Al Lockhart is a strong person to go to in an office that would know exactly where to find those resources also.
The importance of the warm handoff, I think, Mr. Manzi, I don't think it can be quantified, because that I think also helps reduce recidivism in this case, repeat offenders.
And that is one of the many goals of the Veterans Treatment Court is reducing recidivism. So Veterans Treatment Court is not just an idea of you're a veteran, you have charge of the crime, we'll try to figure things out. It is a evidence-based program that works with a number of organizations to address issues not only that our regular defendants have with drug addiction or mental health, but the additional unique issues faced by our veterans. So we have a great deal of services that are put in place with the goal of not only are you not going to commit crime in the future, but the way you live your life is going to be better. You're going to have a better life for yourself, your children, your family. So of the individuals that have successfully completed the program, knock on wood, since 2019, not a single one of them has re-entered the criminal justice system.
That's a good record right there. That is amazing.
That's a phenomenal record. So that really goes to how strong this program is, being able to address those needs. And as a community, any program which is going to stop people from re-entering the criminal justice system is great. Not only does it reduce the cost on the system, so at $130 a day in jail, we have saved with this program over $250,000 in taxpayer dollars in what could have been jail time. Now there is cost associated with the program, and that's funded through a lot of grants and a lot of people who are already doing their job. So not only are we saving a great deal of taxpayer dollars for incarceration, these individuals are not going back into the system, so it's having its intended effect, and they're living a better life for themselves, their family.
And these people want that better life. They realize what they've done, and they are going through this program, this Veterans Court program, with the intent of coming out the other side, graduating, as you said, with the idea of being, hey, I'm going to be a better citizen in this community. And I think it's also showing veterans, and I think this is something that both of you can touch on. It's showing veterans that they're not alone in their fight to try to get out of the situation that they've gotten themselves in. They're not alone, and there are people there who know what they were going through at that moment in time. I think the peer support plays a big role in it as well, and both of you can touch on that.
I mean, I can say that we have veteran mentors in our program. We're always looking for more veteran mentors to help out, and Diann, through her group, we're able to find those individuals who can come to court and be that person that the defendant going through the program can call at 11 o'clock at night when they need help, when they need somebody by their side. They're able to talk with individuals who have gone through it. We've had people who have dealt with drug addiction and mental health illness come back and serve as mentors to help those individuals. So the peer mentor program is fantastic, and the Veterans Providers Group is our main source of finding those individuals who are going to serve as mentors and those services for our veterans.
Diann, maybe you can also touch on that importance.
Yeah, that is really important. And, I am not a veteran, even though I'm a coordinator for the group, but I'm always amazed at that camaraderie that those veterans have with each other. So that peer-to-peer is really important. So, if there are any veterans in the community that want to take that role of being a mentor for the Veterans Treatment Court, they can find that information on our Facebook page. They can just simply search Veteran Providers Group, Indiana County, and I will post that again today, but I'm always posting that information on how you, we're always seeking individuals and how you can serve as a mentor for that court.
Bob, are graduation ceremonies coming up pretty soon for this next round?
As of right now, I do not believe we have any scheduled. We should be having a graduation or two scheduled over the next few months. I just need to touch base with where they're at in the program. That's
still pretty cool, though, that they get their ceremony, and that it cements it into their mind that, hey, I've been through. I was able to make it through. I can handle just about anything.
It is. I remember the remark about the veterans group, the defendant group, going through treatment court. There's a lot of ownership in what they do. There's a lot of holding each other responsible, and inside a courtroom, oftentimes there's a lot of adversity. One of the great things about being in a courtroom is watching one of these graduations. It is one of the events that when it occurs, many people in the courthouse go up to watch it because what you're watching is a very positive event. Somebody who's gone through 18 months plus of intensive treatment, intensive supervision, and just a really positive atmosphere of our community once again lifting up another member of our community and helping them out in when they're having their times of trouble.
Excellent. And again, if there's a veteran out there who wants to reach out to be a part of this, they can contact you, Diann, through the Facebook page. And again, that posting will be put up again today. Is there anything else that either one of you wanted to make mention before we say goodbye today?
Well, I do want to thank Bob for his support for the Veteran Providers Group. We could not function if our partners weren't passionate about what they're doing, and they come to the table and are willing to work hard. So I do thank him for his support and for being a member of the VPG. But there are a couple other things going on in the county. We are in desperate need of some volunteers for our DAV. That's the van, the transport network that is administered through the hospital service coordinators at the VA. Those vans go out to our rural areas to be able to transport our veterans to their medical appointments and getting them to the VA appointments. So if you would like to be a volunteer, there's a process that they have to go through, but you just need to contact our director here at the Veterans Office, Al Lockard, and that number is 724-465-3815, and he'll direct you on how to get through that process. We did have a meeting yesterday also with the Flight of the Flags. That was our first one that we had last year at the Jimmy Stewart Air Show. We are going to do that again, and that is a great way for families to have their fallen veterans bring their loved ones' military flags to the ceremony, and they are loaded into a TBM Avenger, and then they are flown over the Jimmy Stewart Airport with 3 rounds. So it's a beautiful ceremony. We are going to have that again.
Nice.
You would contact the Veterans Office again if you want to register for that.
And Bob, anything in closing from you?
If you ever have an opportunity where you want to volunteer with any type of group, meet with the Veterans Provider Group. They're such a group of good people. There's so many different opportunities in a world where it seems like everyone's a little more on edge and there's a lot more stress. Getting out there to help a group of folks in a Veterans Providers Group will put a smile on your face. You're going to meet some really good people. You're helping a very, very worthwhile cause. And I would believe that you might go out there to volunteer once or twice and you're going to find yourself a couple years down the road saying, hey, this is a regular part of my schedule.
We're right at the mark. But again, I thank you both for being a part of the show today, and we wish you both all the best. This is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank.